Hey, you guys, it's your girl Deborah. It's time for summer. This is my first piece of swimwear right here. My granddaughter is going on a trip and she's wanting something to cover her swimsuit. So I made her this little skirt. This skirt is real easy. I made it in one day. It took me probably a few hours. It's a repeat pattern. So it's real beginner friendly. I love making patterns that are beginner friendly, something easy and simple to make you feel like you didn't achieve something. If you like tutorials like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you can be notified when I upload new videos. If you're interested in this skirt, I have the pattern in my stand store. I have it linked down below. Now let's get started on how to make this real easy skirt. Okay, you guys, let's go over some of the materials that you'll need. I'm going to use this I Love Cotton from Hobby Lobby, a number 4 hook, scissors, a measuring tape, and you'll also need a tapestry needle as well. If you are inexperienced and you feel like you want to use stitch markers, you'll also need stitch markers, but that's optional. To get started, let's make a chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now the second chain from the hook, we're going to do a single crochet. And then do a single crochet all the way down the chain. You should have 6 single crochets once you make it to the end of the chain. Okay, chain 1, turn your work. We're going to be working this all the way up in single crochets, and we're going to be doing it in the back loop. This is the V. We're going to be working only in that back loop with single crochets. And when we get to this very last stitch, the last stitch right here, we're going to place it inside of the whole entire stitch. We're going to go up under both loops. We'll do that at the beginning one and at the end, and we'll do that all the way up until the waistband is completed. Chain 1. Then when you go back, go up under the same one, up under both stitches for that very first one, and then start back on the back loop as we go back down the chain. And the reason you want to do that because we're going to be doing single crochets on top of that stitch, and it just makes it a little bit easier to find your stitches when you do a whole stitch on each end. Okay, we're at this end right here, so we're going to do another whole stitch under both loops. Go under there, pull it out, single crochet it off, chain 1, turn your work. Starting back over, we go back under both loops, and then we start back into the back loop. Under both chains, and then chain 1. I'm going to do this up for 120 rows. My granddaughter's waistline is 44 inches. So stretched out, I needed to reach stretched out to 44 inches. I don't want to take it all the way to the 44 inches because that would make it too big. You want it to where it stretches to the 44 inches or whatever inches that your waist is. So my granddaughter's is 44 inches, so I'll probably crochet a strap up to 120, which should get me to like 34, 35 inches, and I should be able to stretch up to the 44 inches. I will let you guys see that once I get to that part. Okay, you guys, now I have done all of my rows. This is 120 rows, and I needed it to average out to 44 inches. And I'm saying 44 inches stretched, not just a plain 44 inches. You want it to have a 44-inch stretch on it. So what I do is I put it here, and as I'm laying it, I'm stretching the band. Stretch, I need to fit 44 inches, and there we go, 44 inches stretched. Then relax because you want this to stretch around your body. Now I'm going to single crochet mine all the way across for the next 6 stitches. You can do it as a slip stitch or a single crochet. Whichever one works well for you will be just fine. Just make sure you just keep the stitches even. Alrighty, we got our 6 stitches. Then we're going to turn this on this side right here. See, now it seams in. See how it seams in just fine? You don't see no extra stitching. Now we need to put a single crochet in the top of each one of these stitches. For those that's not familiar, these humps that we're counting, that holds 2 stitches. There's a stitch on this side and there's a stitch on this side. So all together I have 120 rows, so I need to make sure I put 120 single crochets on top of each one of these rows. So I'm going to put a single crochet here, then I'm going to put a single crochet here. As long as it evens out to be 120, you should be just fine. Okay, now we've made it to back around to the beginning. So then we're going to slip stitch into this first one and slip stitch it off. Now here's where we start the pattern. It's just, this is all that we do for this part of the body of the, it's only 1 stitch for the body of the skirt. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to skip 2. 1, 2, and to the 3rd stitch, we're going to do a double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, go into the 3rd stitch with a double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, then go into the 3rd stitch, 1, 2, 3, to the 3rd stitch with a double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, go into the 3rd stitch, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm going to let you guys finish and go all the way around, and you're going to finish, go all the way around, and I'll meet you once we're back at this end. Okay, we're coming up on our last stitch. So we're going to count 3 up, 1, 2, and 3, go into this top 3rd stitch, slip stitch it off. And that is our first round. So now let's chain another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna go back into the same stitch with the double crochet. You go into chain 2 and go into this space right here and put the double crochet into there. Then you're going to chain 2 again. Then you're going to go back into the same space right here. Chain 2. Okay, then you're going to go into the next post. The next post stitch right here, going to do a double crochet, chain 2, go back into the same space again with another double crochet, chain 2. Then we're going to go into this one right here, same stitch, double crochet, chain 2, back into the same stitch again, double crochet, chain 2. So then we're going to go into the next stitch, double crochet in the top stitch, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. So I'm gonna let you guys work this up all the way around. So what you're doing is making these V's. So you're double, but you're making them with chain 2s. You're making V's and you're doing them with chain 2. So we're gonna double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the same stitch. So I'm gonna work this up and I'll see you once I make it back to the beginning. Okay, you guys, I am at the end of here. That's my last one. I want to chain my last 2. 1, 2, and I'm gonna come over here to this top stitch and slip stitch it off. Come on, go in there. Then I'm gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I'm going to come over here into the middle part of here. We're going to work the rest of our stitches in this middle part right here. So we're going to come in the middle, double crochet it off, chain 2, and then we're going to come back into the same V and put another V inside of here. 1, 2, chain 2, go to the next V, skip this one right here. We're going to the next V, and we're going to put another double crochet, chain 2, and then put another crochet inside of that same V, chain 2. Skip this space, go into the next V, chain 2, and then go back into the same V with another double crochet, chain 2. So that is the pattern that we're going to be working. You'll be working inside of all of the V's, skipping these square spaces right here and just working inside of the V's. So we're going to make that all the way around, and I will see you when we make it back to this end. Okay, let me put this. Okay, now I'm at the end. I've chained my 2. I'm going to go to the top of the stitch, the previous stitch. It's the beginning stitch. I'm going to go to the 3rd stitch and then slip stitch it off. Okay, then I'm going to chain 5. And then I'm going to repeat this all the way back around. I'm going to take mine up 14 inches, and I'm going to work my 14 inches up off camera. But I'm not for sure if that's as long as I want it to go. Right now, I'm going to go up 14 inches, and I'm going to try it on my granddaughter. And once it comes back, once we look at it, if she wants me to go longer, then I might make it longer, but I'm going to finish the rest of it off camera. But when I come back, I will let you know how many rows I went up, how many inches I went up, and how it fits. Because I'm making the skirt as I go on camera, so I can't exactly tell you how long I'm going to make this, but I can tell you right now the estimated inches will be 14 inches. But if it changes, I will let you know once I make it to the end of the skirt. So okay, you guys, I am finished with the skirt. Now we need to make a drawstring for the waist. I did add an extra little edge on mine to give it a little bit of weight to help it flow a little bit better. So I did put a single crochet all the way around the edge. It is optional, but that is what I did with mine. And on this end, I'm going to weave in a drawstring. So let's get started on making the drawstring. That aside, and let's start on our drawstring. We're gonna this is gonna be a real basic drawstring. We're gonna do just a single crochet foundation chain all the way up for 240 rows. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you guys, here's our foundation chain. I did this in 240 single crochets. And we need a tapestry needle, which is right here. I'm going to thread this. Try to get in there as much as you can. It's going to be a little thick, but it'll be all right. Then grab your skirt, open it up, find the front of the skirt. What I do is I look for the seam. Okay, there's no real science to this. All I do is I find this middle part right here. This is the part that I started with, my part that I closed this up with. And then I go to the one in the front and I just start my needle right there. Right there in that front part. And then I pull it as much as I need to for the front. Okay, so when I start going around this, I just go in and out. And I might do every other stitch. Like I did this stitch right here, I'll go into this one. Then I'll come out of this one over here, skipping that one. Then I'll do the same thing. I'll skip this one and I'll go into this one. I'll skip this one and I'll go into this one. I do that all the way around. Once I make it around to the other end, I will be back. Okay, you guys, I am done. The skirt is finished. I think I made the strings a little bit long, but I feel like they'll be okay. This just makes it adjustable. It came together real easy. It took me about 4 hours, give or take. I had to get up a few times, about 4 hours to make this skirt. Like I said, it's a real repeat pattern, so it's real beginner friendly. If you are interested in this skirt, go down to my description and pick up the pattern. If you like videos that's easy, how to, real quick, beginner friendly patterns, let me know by hitting that like button. If you're interested in this pattern, go down to my description and pick it up in my stand store. Okay, that's all I got for today. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.